everybody. First thing off Monday morning, this course is oxyacetylene cutting and welding. Okay? Today's lesson, though, will be the first segment of oxyacetylene cutting and welding, which will encompass personal protective wear or equipment. Okay? We're going to have a PowerPoint presentation. After the PowerPoint presentation, we will gather up all the personal protective equipment, and we will go into the shop and we will perform some cuts. All right? So the first thing I want to talk about, if you look up here, we see the welding cap. Okay? Welding cap. Do not underestimate the welding cap. It is a very integral part of keeping safe. If you're burning, and let's just say you're either out of position burn or it's above your head, you want to cover your head. Okay? This hat is a heavy cotton twill. It allows the sparks to roll off the material. You have a bill here which will cover up your ear so that no sparks will be allowed to get down into your ear. Now, that's your first step of precaution. You can also add in earplugs to keep sparks from going down and burning into your eardrum. Okay? We have an option here. You also have what is called the do-rag. This do-rag does the same thing. It'll cover your head and it'll cover the back of your hair. It does not have the bill on it. I prefer the welding cap, which has the bill that will cover up your ear. But again, you can use earplugs along with the do-rag. Alright? Alright, the next thing we're going to talk about then is we're going to talk about welding jackets. Alright? So, not too long ago, we had what was called a traditional jacket. So they came out in the field. Now this jacket's great. It's got a heavy twill, and this twill has also got like a nylon in it. Alright? So this jacket is good. It's got also a 3M design spray on it, so it's FR, fire retardant. Alright. The only thing I can suggest though is if you do not have the experience, and you guys are apprentices, so you're fresh out into the field, you're not used to cutting out of position, you're not used to cutting in tight places, you don't really want to get this jacket. So monetarily, the cost of this jacket, let's say, is $22. Okay? Now what happens with this jacket, if you're not experienced, you tend to create a lot more sparks, and you tend to have the sparks coming at you. This jacket will damage quite easily. Okay? So what they've done is, this jacket was really designed because they want to keep you cool. So instead of putting on a complete leather jacket, you could put this on and then you'd be a lot cooler. But the option to this is to get both things covered out. So now you have a split leather jacket, they call this. So now you have the traditional FR jacket cloth for the front of you and to the back of you, but you have a leather sleeve. This leather sleeve now gives you all the protection you need. So if you're burning in front of yourself, the sparks will generally come in and they'll land somewhere on your forearm up to where your joint is by your elbow. Okay? So now this jacket here is about $29. For that $7, I think it's well spent to go up and get the next grade in protection. Okay? Now, if you're out there, and you do have to definitely think about the situation you're going to be in. So let's say you're out there now and you're going to go burn. And all the burning will now be over the height of your chest. Okay? Now you guys can see this thing, this is protection for every area on you. Okay? So if I have this on and I'm burning, it's coming down on my chest, I'm protected. My shoulders, I'm protected. Going over my shoulders, down my back, I'm protected. So not only is it great for overhead, but think about it. If you guys get in a situation where you got to climb into something, and you got to get in there, and you can't move around very well, this is what you want to do. You want to make sure you're going overboard with protection. Because if you can't move, you get a hot molt or a slag, something that gets into you, you're going to be thrashing around, and you could very well either knock yourself out or cut yourself or give yourself some sort of serious injury. So to avoid that, you would want to put on this type of jacket. Okay? All right, next thing. Next thing we're going to talk about is glasses. Okay? So when you're performing an operation that's not cutting or burning, but you're supporting, let's say. So maybe you're going to grind, or maybe you're actually holding a piece, okay? These are clear glasses. These are ANSI Z87s, which actually do have impact resistance, and then they'll also have a UV protection, which would help you in a welding situation definitely, okay? UV rays come in and they will burn the outer layer of your eye if you have no UV protection, okay? Some people not only like the impact resistance and have UV protection, but they'll put a tint. They'll also use a glass with a tint so that the flash or the brightness of what you're doing doesn't give you any type of light sensitivity. Light sensitivity can hurt you when you're driving at night. You might be now sensitive to the headlights coming at you. So you would wear like a 2.5. Most safety companies will allow on an inside for you to wear at least a 2.5 shade if you're in support, okay? Now if you're the man doing the burning operation, of course you want to put on a number 3 to a number 5 shade glass, okay? That's going to help you perform that cut where you can see it and you can clearly move along your cut without any problem, okay? So all of these glasses are definitely musts. You have to wear them. You've only got one pair of eyes, so you want to wear these glasses, okay? All right, so the next thing is we're looking at the welding helmet. Now, you have new generation welding helmet, which is called auto darkening. Auto darkening, great helmet. What it allows you to do is it allows you to see with a number 4 shade. So I can put this in grind mode. So they have a weld mode, they have a grind mode. If I put it in grind mode, I have a number 4 lens shade. That allows me to see what I'm doing. Not only that, I could also double this as a face shield. So I could put this in grind mode and then I could operate this as a face shield, okay? But the number 4 shade, very acceptable for burning. So I could put this in number 4, not worry about my face now and have my eye protection. And I could wear clears underneath the helmet, okay? That works out very well, all right? All right, this old style helmet, there's drawbacks to this old style helmet. You can see, if I choose a certain lens, whatever shade that lens is, that's what you're going to see. So the minute you take this hood and you lower it down over your face, you are definitely limiting your ability to see. So if you have to move around while you're making the cut, there are some cuts. Due to the length of the cut, you got to move a little bit. You're not really going to see where you are or what you're stepping toward or where you're going. So this helmet has its drawbacks. Like I say, this is an old design helmet. My personal preference is to go with the new technology. New technology is there for a reason. I love these helmets, okay? All right, next thing we're going to talk about, I want to talk about boots, and I'm going to talk about clothing, okay? When we are talking about clothing, first thing you want to think about is how much exposure do you have to this spark or welding spark that you're going to be working with. You may want to buy FR rated clothing. So we've already discussed with FR rated clothing. It's a heavy 12. All right, remember heavy 12, tight 12 too. Okay, sparks will tend to roll off your clothing. All right. Next thing you can do, if you look at the guy up here in the picture, he's got a full welding jacket, an apron underneath. He's got leather chaps that cover his calves all the way down to metatarsal cover. Okay? So, whatever operation, or maybe it's just the fact that you want to have every portion of your body covered, that's a choice, or apply it to the operation where you're going to cut. Okay? Clothing, no holes, no frays. No more warm wash, cold wash. No bleach. Bleach will allow your clothes to go right up on fire. Remember, warm wash or bleach will loosen the twill in the clothing. That's going to make the clothing actually catch it like a basket. Okay? All right? Next thing. You want to wear a full leather boot. All right? Myself personally, I no longer wear boots with laces. You can wear boots with laces. One trick you can do, buy your pants a little bit longer. Inseam 30, get a 32. Get the pants to go down further over the lacing. The lacings are catch points. I've been welding for over 30 years. I've been burning for over 30 years. I prefer to take as much out of the equation as I can. I wear a leather laceless boot. So I wear the leather laceless boot. It has the composite toe that matches the steel toe application. Okay? Alright guys, so if anybody has any questions, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go outside. All this protective equipment, glasses are in bins, hats you have to provide for yourself, so you're going to buy them. All this PPE, by the way, out in the field, you're going to provide upon entry on the job. Whether the contractor provides it after that, some do, some don't. Okay? So we're going to go outside. Jackets are available here. Gloves are available outside. The hats you have to purchase. Okay? And your safety glasses, you should have them with you. And the shade 3, 4, and 5 glasses are outside. We have all of them. Okay, so let's get out there. Let's go cut. And remember, safety first.